everyone, welcome back to Origami Canada. Today I'll be showing you the Scream mask since Halloween is coming. Let's scare your friends. To make this, we need one sheet of paper, preferably one side is black and the other is white. We start off by folding the sheet of paper in half into a rectangle, like this. We want to crease sharply and open it back up. And we're going to fold it for these two edges as well. Again, we're going to flatten the creases really well, and we're going to open it again. Now we have this intersection in the middle. We're going to fold all the four corners of this sheet towards that midpoint. And it should end in another square. By the way, you're doing this on the white side, so everything will be black when you finish. Okay, so once you're done, as I said before, you're gonna get a black square. So now you're going to turn the sheet over to the back. And you're gonna face a corner towards you. So we're going to fold this edge towards the middle. Like that. Again, use your nails to sharpen that crease. Same thing on this side. We're going to crease sharply. And again, notice how this part will want to stick up. You want to make sure that doesn't happen. So make sure it's a tight fit on the back as well. Okay, so our model looks like this right now. We're gonna open these two. We're gonna rotate so that the other corner is facing towards us, like this. And we're going to fold this way now. Similar to what we just did before, the exact same thing as what we just did before, except we're doing it on this corner. Again, on this side, now we're going to open these two as well. We're going to do rabbit ear folds by combining these creases we just made. So we're going to combine them like this and squeeze this corner like this into a rabbit ear fold. And align that ear right in the middle like that. Same thing on this side. Combine these two creases, squeeze up the corner, follow all the creases you have. So it's gonna look like that. You should have all the creases just before you do this step. And after you're done this, you'll notice that the back will want to go loose. So just loosen these flaps. Now we get this kind of shape. Take a second to compare if your model looks like what I have. Again, after what we did with the rabbit ear, we just opened up these flaps from the back. And they should be really loose already, just after you finish the rabbit ear step. Okay, so we want these layers that we created from the rabbit ear to stick away from you. We're gonna work on this square. So you see how there is a line here and a line here? We're going to line up the edge against that line. Like that. The same thing on this side. And try to make sure your tip is as sharp as you can. And you're lining everything up. So now we're gonna fold that inwards against that line that we just folded right on. Like that. And use your nails to really sharpen the model. And if you haven't noticed already, this will be the mouth part of our mask. So after this step, we're going to fold this edge towards the middle, like this. Use your nails like that. And then the same on this side. Okay, so these are gonna be the eyes of the mask, and we gotta make the head white as well. So what we do is we just fold these two edges right against the middle using that line that we had from before. So just like that. And then this side as well. But you notice how after doing that we kind of covered these flaps, and we just want to hide these layers behind them like this. So now we get this rhombus shape. So what we want to do now is we want to make the eyes. So we're going to notice how this layer has a limit over here. We want to just fold a little bit above that limit. If you can see clearly on the side, I'm going to fold a little bit above where it ends. And the eyes, they're just gonna face a little bit inside in comparison to this ridge. So just fold it like that. And then the same thing on this side. Just make sure they're symmetrical. And again, I'm doing it just a little bit before the limit over here. So this general shape of the eye is pretty much formed, as you can see. What we want to do now is we want to just fine tune it. So how I do that is I just fold a little ridge here on both sides. Try to make them the same again. Like that, and I'm going to do a little mountain fold here. Just squeezing that thing behind, like that. So the structure looks like this. This is just to make this part thinner. Make the eye shape thinner. On an actual Scream mask, the eye is pretty thin. It's like a thin oval. This one as well. So after we got this, you just need to fold this part back inwards, like that. And then when you try to flatten it, you'll see how this ridge is being folded inside. So essentially we're just folding this ridge inside, like that. And then we're just gonna round off the bottom of the eye by folding in the sharp tip from behind. Like that. Now we're going to fold this dark ridge that we just created. We're gonna fold it behind. This is just to lock the eye in position. Like that. This one as well, we're gonna do a little mountain fold, and this also kind of rounds the shape here of the eye. And lastly, we're gonna round off this part of the eye as well by just doing a little fold backwards. And as you can see, the general eye shape is created. And again, you can make minor adjustments if you think that they're not too symmetrical. Mine turns out to be pretty symmetrical here. So I'm just trying to round off every edge that I can. And it looks like that. So after this step, what we're gonna do is we're going to align this part right down here, approximately horizontal to these two corners, like that. You can go a bit over if you want, it's totally fine. We want to really sharpen this crease with our nails, like that. And we're gonna fold this layer inside. So if you open up the face in half, I guess, you can see that on top it's a diamond. It's a diamond kind of crease. So we just want to fold down all those diamond creases. So it's like a reverse fold. And we're gonna fold that layer in just like that. Now the top corner is in the middle of the face. So what we want to do with that corner is we're actually going to create the nose. So we're gonna, now this step is a little bit tough, but it's just a rabbit ear, but you're doing it on the inside. So we're gonna do one fold like this and one fold like that, and we're gonna squeeze them like this. We'll squeeze the inner layer like that to generate that triangle that will stick up through the middle, like this. So again, the inside, we just did a simple rabbit ear, like that. Just a left fold, a right fold, and then a pinch in the middle so that the nose will stick out, like this. And then what you want to just do is kind of, if you can't do this step, just kind of use a toothpick. But essentially what you want to do is open up the pocket of that triangle and then just create that nose. Some people will skip this step and just fold this part backwards. That also works. But I think creating the nose for this mask makes it more scary. So now our general mask like facial features are done, but we need to kind of create that rounded and horrifying effect of like a skull. So what I'm doing now is I'm just folding back these corners to make everything more rounded. These two, you really need to fold them back. You don't want a sharp side. That doesn't make it look like a skull. So as you can see, the top part looks like a skull. And then we're just gonna kind of pinch the mouth here to make it more 3D into a little more curved shape, like that. And then the bottom, we just do one tiny fold and another tiny fold up to make it look like a very elongated mouth, like this. And again, you can do some final adjustments, like rounding off the eyes, rounding off the face, etc. And you can also make the nose more centered, like what I'm doing right now. But yeah, after you fine tune it, this is our Scream mask. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and let me know down in the comments what you want to learn next. See you next time.